Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Leave It Talk. Today we're going to be talking about Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. Now, this is a conversation I wasn't expecting myself to talk about, and I'll tell you why, okay? This hype that Jake Paul's been on for the last year is so cringy yet fantastic at the same time. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of Jake Paul. He's arrogant and he has his head up his own ass, and I'm just not a fan in general of his persona. Now, the big thing is he has won, but the problem is he has won, but he hasn't beaten the best of people. We know this, okay, right? His biggest competitor to date was a washed up Tyron Woodley, which we all know. As an MMA fighter, he's not a boxer. Even though he has been throwing hands for the last X amount of years, we know, guys, we know he wasn't a boxer. They move differently. Their technique is different. Plus, he was the smaller guy, and he just had the odds stacked against him from the start. And I don't know if it was contractually obligated in that for no knockouts, but to me, it seemed a bit sketchy that when Woodley kind of like knocked him back on the ropes and he fell back, Jake Paul fell back. It was kind of, I don't know, like maybe there's like a no knockout agreement or something that was happening. Anyway, doesn't matter. Moving on. So Tommy Fury and Jake Paul have agreed to fight December 18th, if I remember rightly, without looking at the facts. And I'm interested to know what you guys think for number one, because at the end of the day, your opinion makes my job as a content creator more interesting. So leave a comment down below. I will reply back to you with feedback. But this is my opinion. Tommy Fury's been fighting apparently since he was a young lad. He is bred from a family of fighters. Now, obviously, Tyson Fury is probably going to have a fair bit of involvement, because it's going to be embarrassing if Jake Paul beats Tommy Fury. So I feel like Tyson Fury might play a little bit of a role in coaching or training or something leading up to the fight. Obviously, Tommy Fury's dad is going to be highly involved. My biggest worry is that they go into this fight and Tommy Fury is unprepared because his mindset is in the wrong place. Or not saying that he's not going to be almost like he's going to be overlooking him because he's only been boxing for a couple of years, right? So the other thing that might get to him, which my brain was leading to talk about, was the if Tommy Fury brings the emotional side into the fight. Because I think Jake Paul is capable to get in Tommy Fury's head. And I don't know if Tommy Fury's going to be able to handle that. And I think maybe frustrations will get to him to a point where he's built up so much anger and resentment to want to take his head off in one punch. He makes a silly mistake, and Jake Paul game plan, right? It would be his game plan to capitalize on that, and then ended up knocking Tommy Fury out or something. So I really hope that doesn't happen. My overall prediction for the fight would be that Tommy Fury wins by knockout, probably in the third round. But again, it comes back to if there's a contractual agreement that there's a no knockout policy or something along those lines, which is stupid. So the other thing is that they've also agreed to a bet if Tommy Fury loses, that Tommy has to change his name to Tommy Fumbles. Now, I mean, if he has to do that for a year, then fantastic. It's a little bit of a funny bet to go on top of it, but I really hope it doesn't come to that. And the big question is, which I also want your opinion on, so make sure you comment your opinion down on this next question, okay? What happens with Jake Paul if he gets knocked out in the third round? Do you think he will continue on fighting, or do you think he's going to knock it on the head and said, well, you know, I've got I did good. You know, I was 5-0 and I'm 5-1 and I'm going to retire because he's already made millions, right? He makes millions off social media too. So, I mean, that's the other side of it. I mean, he doesn't need money. He's in it for the entertainment. He's in it for the recognition and the publicity, right? So let me know what you guys think. And I will follow up with this video closer to the fight because right now it's only November the 3rd. And there is a month and a bit before the fight. So let me know your comments and I'll make another video in about 3 weeks time. And we'll go back and look at the comments that you guys have left and we'll talk through them step by step. So if you like this video, be sure to go down and hit the like, subscribe, and the little bell that notifies you when I make and drop a new video online so you guys can jump on there as fast as you can and watch it, hopefully. Yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.